Feed management in poultry is the practice of controlling the type and amount of feed given to poultry to ensure they meet their nutritional needs, The goal is to achieve the highest feed conversion ratio, which is the amount of feed needed to gain a unit of body weight. Here are some tips for feed management in poultry. Feed quality. High-quality feed contains the right balance of nutrients and vitamins. Improper mixing can lead to vitamin and mineral deficiencies, disease, or drug toxicity. Feed type. Understand the nutritional needs of poultry at different stages of their life cycle. For example, most feeds for starting and growing birds are pellets or crumbles. Feeding techniques. Use the empty feeder technique to ensure birds eat their complete daily ration. You can also try block feeding, which involves feeding dominant birds first, then feeding the less dominant birds a new ration. Feed delivery. Make sure there is always feed available, and deliver feed quickly and equally. Feed intake capacity. Train birds to have a larger feed intake capacity during weeks 10 to 17. This will help them transition to the egg production phase. Water management for poultry is important for the health and productivity of the birds. Here are some tips for managing water for poultry. Water quality. Water should be clean, odorless, tasteless, and colorless, You can test the water to ensure it's free of pathogenic contamination. Water availability. Ensure there's enough water for the entire flock, You can evaluate the water system to make sure it can provide enough water on the hottest day of the year. Water flow rate. The flow rate should be adjusted based on the age of the birds, A low flow rate can negatively impact the flock's performance. Drinking locations. Provide enough drinking locations, such as nipples or bell drinkers. The number of drinkers you need depends on the age of the birds. Water distribution, Distribute water throughout the house to reduce crowding. Water storage. Check the water storage tanks every 3 months for clogged or scaled inlet and outlet screens. Water lines, Flush the water lines with water, preferably using high pressure, to remove sediment, water pressure and temperature. Install equipment to measure the water's pressure and temperature. Water leaks. Check regularly for leaks to avoid wasting water. Water is essential for poultry because it's a primary component in digestion and respiration, and it lubricates joints. In fact, poultry can survive longer without other nutrients than they can without water.